Hey YouTube, today I'm doing a deck profile of my Lava Golem Burn deck. I run one side deck card, which is Granosaurus, so no big deal there. Alright, let's get started. This deck has I beat every deck that is at my locals, just not during the tournament, because I started out with Light Sworns and dude pulled 2 JDs on like 3rd turn, some crazy shit. Wasn't fun, but yeah. Start off the profile, 3 golems. Some people say it's a dead draw. I like to start out with 2. It gives me more options to do. Like I could sack for 1 and then like wipe a 3 monster field with no problem. That's about it. Good tributes. Your opponent has to lose their 2 monsters to negate the summon anyway, so it's amazing. I love it. 3 Desk Koalas. For each card in your opponent's hand, they lose 4. It's an amazing card, especially in this deck, because I run Book of Eclipse, so your opponent draws more, and flips all monsters back face down, so you get his effect twice, maybe even 4, like twice or 3 times for each. Princess Tsurugi, yeah, my bad. 500 for each spell and trap, including your opponent's field spell, so up to 3,000 apiece for each of them, which is kind of good. 2 Stealth Birds. It's whenever he's flip summoned successfully, your opponent takes a grand, and you can manually flip him back down because of his effect. So you can continuously give your opponent 1,000 each turn. 2 Curses. 500 whenever he's normal summoned, flip summoned, or special summoned, which I like. And main card I use for the Exceed summon of Granosaurus, because they're useless after you summon them almost, unless your opponent has something under 800 attackers open. Sangan, 3-star, necessary for every deck. Gores, necessary for every deck. No matter what you're running, Gores will help you. Lava Golem Burn, so Marshmallow for defense. Do that extra grand and keep your opponent in lock with their golems on the field. Naturia Beans, another defense with Lava Golem. He has to be attacked twice, so your opponent's always going to attack with Lava Golem first until he's flipped. Anyway, so your opponent's taking 500 plus Lava Golem isn't getting to you, so win-win. Monster Reborn, self-explanatory. Book of Eclipse, it flips all monsters back face down. Most of this deck is flip effect. Marshmallow, Princess of Tsurugi, Desk Koala, so yeah, helps a lot. Plus your opponent draws cards for Desk Koala's effect. Swords, self-explanatory. Wave Motion, self-explanatory. Giant Tornado, for those cards, like when you want to go on the offensive with Gores, you can make sure that you're safe with attacking and all that, but I rarely do that. I actually put this in specifically for Light of Interventions and cards like that. And when I'm playing Psychics, I like to just remove their field spells to deal the game and do that direct damage. Meteor Destruction, looking for tremendous fires. I won a holo. Any of you got trades, hit me up. Dead draw Meteor a lot. It's way more recommended to run Tremendous Fire instead of Meteor. 2 Poisons of the Old Man. Quick play, so you can activate on either player's turn, as long as it's on the field. Basically, 800 to your opponent, or you gain 12. So, amazing. And for the spells, triple Ukuzi. 800, you don't take any damage, there's no limit, so it's really good. I think running 3 Ukuzis is better than Tremendous Fire. Instead of taking the 1500, activating the 3 Tremendous Fires, you take nothing and only lose 600 damage from the Ukuzis. Torrential Tribute, self-explanatory. Gravity Bind, it's a Lava Golem Burn. It locks down Lava Golem. 100% necessary. Mirror Force, self-explanatory. Ceasefire, burn deck, so yeah, self-explanatory. 500 for each effect monster. Tower of Babel. This card's odd. I haven't seen this run in a lot of decks, but it can spell lock your opponent if you need it to. It's a good card. If your opponent can't take that last 3,000 damage, they can't activate spells, which is what I like about this card. No matter what the spell is, once it's activated, your opponent instantly takes whoever activates it takes instantly 3,000 damage. But I rarely I put this card to the 3 spell counters myself, and then I leave it there for my opponent to have to activate the 4th one. Coffin Seller, amazing card. Basically, whenever a monster leaves your opponent's anything and goes to the graveyard, hand, deck, or field, they take 300, which is really good at any time. But it isn't for each monster. That's the only bad thing. I wish that they had a better one of that. Compulsory. I actually set up combos with my like Sarugis and Stealth Birds and Marshmallow with these, basically, just so I could do an extra grand or two. Zoma, another magic cylinder, basically, but with 1800 attack, so he can attack your opponent, which is kind of nice to have. Blackhorn Heaven, negate a special summon of any kind, which is I like. So I could summon the Lava Golem and then negate it just to wipe my opponent's field. 2 magic cylinders, especially with Lava Golem on the field, you could deal 3 grand and then 3 grand the turn after. Really amazing. I love training them. And last 2 Just Desserts. 500 for each monster your opponent controls. Pretty good. Chain these with Ceasefire. You get a really good amount of damage. And side deck is Granosaurus. Xyz material for the win. Basically, whenever he destroys a monster, you remove an Xyz material and your opponent takes a grand. So, beautiful card. I just like the black too. Well, thanks for watching. Peace.